So folks, we continue our coverage of the AGRITECHNICA 2025 event, and we now find ourselves on the world famous Massey Ferguson stand, where we're going to get, I suppose, a little whistle-stop tour, a little flavour of what the manufacturer is up to and is all about. And to do that, we've got Jerome with us.
Thank you. Good morning. Welcome to the Massey Ferguson booth.
Thank you very much, and thanks for having us, and thanks for the
My
coffee
pleasure.
already, which
My
is
pleasure.
great, keeping us going. So, Jerome, like I say, give us a little tour. What have you guys got going on?
Yeah, well, before just moving to the product side, I'd like to say a few words about, the booth itself, because for the first time ever, I think we brought a completely different concept, especially when we claim that we are a farmer-first company. What you see here, and this is really our definition of being a farmer-first on a big show like this, static display, but we really want the visitors and the farmers to feel like at home. So if you really look at the stand itself, it's looking like a barn.
Oh yeah, it looks like a big barn.
Yeah,
big shed.
This is a barn, and this is the kind of feedback you are getting from visitors. They say, I really feel like at home, right? We're very well welcome.
Put some straw bales in there, you can sit on that.
But basically, even if you look at the carpet, because I will explain also, and when we say that we are farmer first also, you have divided also the stand depending on the application customer profile.
Yeah.
So basically, here we are in what we call the arable area. So basically, you see big machine, combines, big tractors that are usually bought by arable farmers. You have also in the middle, just behind you, in front of you, in fact, the telehandlers, which is really sitting between the arable farm and the mixed, I would say, area, because this is a machine which is suitable either for moving grain or just handling balls.
Yeah.
Very successful, and it is actually also one of the new products, because we have introduced a new transmission on that successful telehandlers a few months ago with Dyna-VT transmission, CT for continuous transmission.
Right. So is that based on a hydrostatic transmission?
Correct, correct. And I think this is also one of the value proposition of that lander. This is really for really smooth application. Hydrostatic, this is really a perfect transmission.
That's it.
And this is really bringing that comfort to the next level.
Yeah, and it kind of fits in with your Dyna-VTs that we see on all your tractors.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Cool. So, where would you like to take us now, Jerome?
So let's get through, and we can just go back to the arable farm area. So basically, we'll see the 8S next to the 9S. So the 8S, I'd like to say a few words about this one, because we have introduced recently the MF 8S Extra. I think Extra is part of the Massey Ferguson legacy. I think you know very well the Massey Ferguson history, and Extra has been always associated to a success story.
That's it.
Remember what we did back in 2003 when we have been beaten the world rowing record with the 8280 Extra. So this is also kind of strong legacy.
Yeah.
You know that we like very much the Massey Ferguson heritage. So
that's it. Well, you've got plenty of heritage, haven't you?
Exactly.
Yeah, of all the manufacturers that we see at AGRITECHNICA, yours must be some of the strongest heritage.
Exactly. So the MF Extra, because we brought new improvement compared to the first version, which has been introduced back in 2020.
Right. Is it all the way back then?
Yes. Remember when it was in 2019 when we came up with the next concept.
Yeah.
Because this tractor is looking massively different compared to any other
especially
tractors.
when we saw that cab for the first time.
Exactly. It was, but it's still a kind of an amazing one, and it was so good, and the feedback is so amazing that we just put that cab on the MF9S, which has been introduced at the last AGRITECHNICA 2 years ago.
Yes.
But it's also a very success story.
Yeah.
Biggest tractors ever produced by Massey Ferguson, because we offer up to 425 horsepower, Dyna-VT transmission. So definitely what the customers are looking for. And you see also the styling of the Extra now is really close also to the MF9S, with the lower part of the panel painted black, upper grille painted black, and of course all the features that you find inside the cab.
Well, it looks really good on the 9S there.
Yeah, it is.
So
I love that one.
the 8S Extra, what other new features, new updates have you brought to that tractor?
You get a lot of brand new options on the tractors itself, new software, new behavior, additional specifications. Something also which is available on both 9S and 8S. This is, we have a customization center in Beauvais called MF by You. So basically, all options that a farmer is looking for, he can almost get whatever he wants. Like, for instance, you see the tinting glasses, which is an option. You will find some specific carpet. You can get whatever color you want. This is also something which is also available on both tire inflation system. This is also an option that you can get also on the 8S thanks to MF Bayou.
Okay, so you can really pick some bespoke options.
Exactly, exactly. And this is really, growing and growing, and customers, they like to get always something specific and exclusive.
Yeah, well, that's it. And it's what we see in the car industry. You know, you can pretty much choose anything you want. You know, all the options, all the colours.
Exactly, and I mean, we want to keep our DNA. I was speaking about our strong legacy. Massey Ferguson is red, and we want to keep it. So, I mean, if you go to Valtra, obviously, you will find a lot of different fancy colours because this is part of their DNA. This is not Massey Ferguson positioning. But obviously, if a farmer, for whatever reason, he wants a black tractor, he can get it.
Yeah. And you mentioned you've done some transmission updates on the 8S. What have you?
I mean, we are still offering on the MF8S the Dyna-VT Pro, which is an exclusive transmission, which is a dual clutch technology, so still available. Dyna-VT is available as well, as from was not available day one, has been introduced 1.5 years after the initial introduction. But yes, I mean, it's and we keep, and this is also part of the DNA, and also something we want to demonstrate to our farmers when they are visiting our stand is that. Our tractors are designed by farmer for farmer. And what I mean by that is that, for instance, you will see on the combine just behind you a lot of customers' testimonial. So we want really the farmers to feel like when they come to MF, we are testable, they can give us some feedback. And we take this into account when when we develop new ranges or when we introduce evolution as the MF8S Extra. So a lot of those little improvements has been made also. Said about the styling, but you have a few new features, new steering wheel, also to bring additional comfort. This is really the spirit we have. We always have had that kind of mindset and spirit, but we take it to the next step.
So you really want to be accessible by the farmers.
I mean, our brand promises are being straightforward, dependable, and accessible. And if you want, speaking about dependability, we can just move in front of the MF9S. There is this MF8S Morocco Desert Challenge. I'd like to say a few words about this one because this is an incredible story. And also, I mean, when we claim that we offer dependable, I think this is to me the perfect example. Saying few words about that tractors, you know, this is impressive one. And actually, this area, you know, I said we are just behind, you know, where you see the yellow carpet in the arable farm area.
Now we're into a desert.
We are in the beyond the limit area. So basically, a few words about that story. So back in February this year, we have one of our Swiss dealers, so Gilles Kuffer. He came to see us in Beauvais, and together with one of his customers, who is a pilot who had been doing the Dakar 2 years ago, and he said, I want to take a tractors to the Morocco Desert Challenge, which is, by the way, the second biggest rally in the world. And he said it's going to happen in April. I said, in April 2026. He said, no, April 2025. So basically, he had been doing with his staff, spending 2,800 hours cumulative to completely modify the tractors to get it, I would say, rally ready. You see, you know, the hay post, hay inlet. Inside the cab, you can see two seats next to each other. So he has moved the steering wheel.
So the seat isn't central. You've got two seats side by side in the middle.
Exactly, and everything, you know, to be kind of compliant because you can imagine this is really strict rules. You have tire inflation system front in the back with a specific compressor to be able to go in the sun. I will speak about the performance afterward. The kind of lifting system also, because in case you need to repair the tire, everything is ready. The power has been increased from 200 horsepower to 400 horsepower.
400.
It's going 75 kph. Was not the fastest one, I would say, because it was, the race, you had car, motorbike, trucks, everything. But what is really impressive is that these tractors finished 75th out of 144 participants, all category, and 4 in the truck category.
So came fourth up against trucks?
Yes, because it was not the fastest one, but in the sun, the tractors was just flying with the tire inflation system. And it has been amazing. I mean, the performance itself is amazing, but what is also amazing, this is how much our dealers have been committed together with this team to make it happen. Impressive.
It is. I mean, you look at the work and the effort that's gone into that cage that completely surrounds the tractor.
He did everything himself with his team. Also, he has modified also the front axle, because imagine when you go to 75 kph with stone, everything. So this is really impressive.
Yeah.
And I love very much that story. And what I didn't mention also, we wanted to take a kind of exclusive transmission to do that challenge. So it's equipped with a Dyna-VT, which is also acting as a kind of, really, I will say, responsive transmission, which was perfect for that
like
challenge.
a race spec power shift transmission.
Yeah, and again, as I said, we also wanted to demonstrate that our products are really dependable. And I think we can claim after that one that this tractor is really dependable.
This frame at the front and these cylinders, this allows the
you can lift up the
completely,
tractor and actually, we have been doing few, I would say, events with that tractor. So what he likes to do as well is he's lifting up the tractors and then he just press the throttle pedal and you can hear the engine. It is impressive.
Like so.
That's amazing.
Well, it looks like if you look to the right hand side of the tractor, it looks like
all
the emissions treatment is completely gone and it's just a straight pipe from that AGCO power engine in there.
That's straight pipe, yes.
Yeah, I bet it sounds good out of that.
It is. I mean, it's part of the fun as well, right?
But where's the keys, Jerome? Come on, let's fire it up. We might get thrown out though, but anyway, next time.
This is impressive. So now we can just move to the side of the stand. So you will see what we call the kind of specialist area. So and when we walk through, you can see also when I say that our machines are made for farmer by farmer. You have a lot of testimonial from customers, full line of course, on tractors, combine, everything.
Yeah.
There's also a reman transmission here because again, accessibility is not only when you buy a brand new machine. You need to think about what is coming next, right? And you have a lot of tractors with 15,000 hours, 20,000 hours. We can say our transmission are the best on the market, most reliable one, but it's good to get an accessible solution if you want to keep your machine for much longer. So we have a reman offering for transmission and
give
engine.
it a complete refresh and overhaul.
Exactly, and it's really well appreciated. Really good.
Well, look at this little thing.
Yeah. So this is the 1M, which has been introduced back in April this year. So compact tractors, because we are offering also a compact tractor. Again, speaking about dependability, this tractor is really robust and strong. That's really a good one. Moving on to the MF3, which is also a new product which has been introduced at AGRITECHNICA. So the MF3 was existing already before, but now it's available with a Dyna-VT transmission.
Okay.
If there is really an application for which Dyna-VT is a kind of mandatory, this is a vineyard application because you have tight spaces. You need to be able to operate at very low speed and keep also the PTO speed at a kind of.
And you're often on really steep slopes and banks, and you don't want any brakes in drive or anything like that.
Exactly, and we are really bringing that range to the next level.
Yeah.
And you see also, I think important to mention as well, I think you know the story of our new brand, which is PTX. So we are also offering from factory or after-sales solutions. So this tractor is actually equipped with a PTX guidance solution. So you can see the antenna on the top. And you see the screen as well, because also something that the farmers are looking more and more comfort, autonomy, and guidance is definitely
even
something
on this
which
size.
is needed. Exactly. So, and PTX is really, I would say, bringing a lot of added value, I would say, also to the current offering. And even with tractors coming from a partnership, right?
Yeah. Cool.
Moving on to this one. So successful also small square balers that we have in the offering for long. Robust design, initially designed in Eston. And in the front you find the 47M, which it's not a brand new tractor, but still very simple, straightforward, dependable machine that we're offering.
And that 47M, that was, I seem to remember that back in the day when you introduced that, was it the Global Series?
Yes, you're right. This is what we call a Global Series platform. So this tractors now is available as a Stage 5 solution, because of course we have what we call non-compliant solution for Middle East or Africa, but this one is of course a Stage 5, regulation compliant, equipped with a Dyna-2 transmission. The offering is from 83 horsepower to 110 horsepower. And you have seen the numbering, M stands for medium specification, right? And this will be good introductions to move to the next part of the visit. But really just cost-effective solution.
Simple specs, mechanical spills, mechanical gearbox, just...
Mechanical, no, because it's a Dyna-2, so it's a kind of semi-power shift transmission.
Like
you get an ILO, you have a splitter as well. And It's everything you need, you know.
Yeah.
Cost-effective solution, and I think this combination, I love that combination, you know, the small square balers together with that.
Yeah, looks good.
Yes.
Cool, right, we move on.
And then moving to really, I would say, the big news for us, the Dyna-VT transmission is now available on the MF5S. I mean, to me, of course, I'm walking and my heart is Massey Ferguson, but this is definitely the best tractors on the market in that category. We were just missing the Dyna-VT transmission.
Yeah.
We have it now, and it's a perfect offering, combination also with the 5M, which is next to this one.
Yeah. I mean, talking of legendary products from Massey Ferguson, the 5S, the 57, 56, 50,
yeah,
you know,
54,
going all the way
back.
This has got some heritage.
Yeah, steep nose, perfect for loader application. Yeah. This one today, usually you always have that tractor with the loader in the front, because there is nothing better than that tractors for loader application, which is basically almost 70% of the application we do with such a tractor. But of course, we wanted to have a prime focus on the Dyna-VT itself, because it's also very versatile and.
Well, that's it for loader applications. Having the Dyna-VT continuously variable transmission there, you've got infinite control over speed. It'll be like driving a hydrostatic telehandler now.
Exactly. And but we are still offering the Dyna-4, Dyna-6, and the Dyna-VT. So a
lot of options in the.
A lot of options.
5S.
And I mean, you have also a more cost-effective solution. I mean, you will do the job with Dyna-4, but you want to have a steep nose. As a case, you will not consider the 5M in that case, right? But you can also configure the tractors as you want, mechanical spool valve, electric spool valve, etc., etc. This is we have essential, efficient, exclusive version as well to make sure that you get the right offering for the customers. But for the customers really looking for even a more cost-effective solution, we have the 5M.
We've got the 5M,
which has been also introduced not long ago, and this is also a success story. I would say it's a nice little tractor from 95 to 145 HP. So this is really matching also with the 5S. 5S start at 105, but yes, very. I will not say basic, but you get everything you need. So you can do the job. You can mechanical spool valve, cap suspension anyway. A lot of options as well. And by the way, you can also get MF by you option if you need it. Like you see also tinted glass at least. Right. And together with the loader, and that's also a fantastic tractor.
Because I think we first saw this at the Lama Show in the UK.
Correct.
At the beginning of, I think it was this year.
Yeah.
Because the week after, not even the week after, it came straight to us. Literally straight to us, and we give it a full review.
Correct. We started. I mean, the introduction was this year. So yes, it's still it's not the big news of AGRITECHNICA, but it's still pretty new, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, we have renewed all the ranges over the last few months, but the 5M included. But these are tractors I love as well, because it's also really matching with Massey Ferguson DNA. You know, I keep saying that straightforward, dependable, accessible solution, but this is what this tractor is. As well. So
that is Massey Ferguson in a.
Yes,
I mean,
in every single machine we have Massey Ferguson DNA, of course, but we cannot neglect the fact that, I mean, the market is really splitting into two segments. You have really farmers looking for a cost-effective solution, and more, especially the one, because with the farm consolidation, but you have farmers that are buying but not necessarily driving, right? And those guys will typically buy a 5M. But the one who wants fully integrated technology, top comfort level, etc., they will buy, and the ones that are buying and driving, they will buy a 5S.
Yeah, the operator owner, they'll get the 5S, won't they? Yeah. They'll treat themselves.
Exactly. So what I did not mention so far as well is that especially when you speak about accessibility, dependability, a product is fine, but you offer a complete solution, right? And you can see, for instance, MF always running, which is still exclusive to Massey Ferguson. So basically, this is a courtesy fleet program. So if something is happening, at least dealers will have one courtesy unit available, and we want the farmer to keep working, right?
Yeah.
MF Care, of course, extended warranty if something is happening. I mean, it's peaceful offering, right? Also something which is, I'm sure you know it, but you will see when you climb into the cab, you will see a little QR code. So you scan it, and the program is called How To. So basically, when we want to make a machine even more accessible, of course, you have so many options, whatever the machine you buy. And if you really want to make sure that the customer, the farmer, will make the best use of the machine, you need to help him. Yes. So there is a series of little video of 2-3 minutes. So basically, you scan it, you select your language, because it's available in 14 different languages. choose your range. Then the options you want to
so like transmission
develop
settings,
transmission,
hydraulics,
guidance, hydraulics, etc.
Just lots of little tips.
Exactly, and this is also part of our value proposition.
Yeah.
So it's not only about product; it's about offering a complete solution. Finance as well. I mean, again, speaking about accessibility, Finance is our partner to offer a tailored retail financing solution.
Yeah.
And Parts, of course. And this is a success. So success is not a brand new one, of course, you know it, but it's still, using, I would say, our strong legacy.
So that's a 4-cylinder one.
This is a 4-cylinder, the 7S is a 6-cylinder one.
Yeah. And
you see also a MFBI option like the laser floor mat.
Nice.
Which is, you have farmers that are happy to have laser under their feet, right?
Yeah. And that, just going back to that QR code where you can get all the tips and tricks and everything, that just links you to an online.
This is. I think I have it. So you can scan it yourself. This is a YouTube-based platform.
Okay.
So very flexible, very convenient also for us.
There you go, boys and girls. Have a look at that. There you go. Scan your screen now, and you'll be able to set your tractor up properly.
Yeah. And it's going to be available full line. We have introduced that program a few months ago. So basically, any single tractors produced from Bovena get the stickers on the right-hand side. And the tailenders will get it as well, because if you really want to make the best use of your machine, combine will also get it, and then we'll also expand to balers as well, right? So this is again a part of the value proposition of Massey Ferguson.
There you go. Well, Jerome, it looks like we've reached the end of our tour. Thank you very much for that.
You're welcome. It was my pleasure.
Not just the products that we've seen, but just the flavour of Massey Ferguson, the heritage of it, and kind of, sort of what these events mean to you guys, and like you say, just trying to be accessible to farmers as well.
Exactly, and I think it was very good to finish in that area. You know what Stampstitch stands for? No? In the UK, when you finish your day, you like to go to the pub, right?
Oh,
have a good time. And in Germany, they go to the Stampstitch, and we also wanted this, this place to be accessible by all visitors, and it is what it is. And really, the German farmers, they feel at home, right? So you will see a lot of pictures from farmers around the world. Yeah. You can see it, you get the coffee, and it's also the Massey Ferguson spirit and mindset. I love that.
Well, we'll give it another hour or two. We might have a beer in there as well.
You can get a beer as well.
So it's a perfect place to finish. So, Jerome, once again, thank you very much for your time. That's been brilliant.
Thank you very much.